morning. It's Jules and Lorraine, and from Diamond Painting and Lego. And today is August 1st, 2025, Friday. And we just wanted to talk a little bit about what happened to us in Edmonton. It was July 31st, 1987. And there was an Edmonton tornado, which was also known as Black Friday, and it was extremely devastating. It ripped through eastern parts of Edmonton and parts of neighboring Strathcona County on Friday, July 31st, 1987. And that date is seared in us forever. There were 27 deaths and 300 injuries, and it was the second deadliest tornado in Canada's history. There were so many workers and volunteers that gave selflessly of their time in the rescue and rebuilding process. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass it on to Jules, and he'll give a little more information and data concerning this tornado.
Okay, so at the time, by the way, we were 32 years old. The tornado actually peaked at an F4 on the Fujitsu scale, so that's high, and remained on the ground for an hour. And it cut a swath of destruction 30 kilometers long and 1.3 kilometers wide in some places. So there was a lot of damage, about $762 million in damages. Um, and so this was quite crazy because it had four major disaster sites. Um, so being an F4, it's a very damaging tornado. It had uh, highest winds were 260 miles per hour. You can imagine that. That's quite crazy. The largest hail was tennis ball size. The maximum rainfall was 12 inches. So in every respect, this was a crazy tornado. Edmonton, by the way, in the 80s, so this happened in 1987. In the 80s, Edmonton was sitting on top of the world because we had won four Grey Cups, four Stanley Cups. Um, West Edmonton Mall was being developed in different phases starting in 1981. So Edmonton was on top of the world, but this brought us down to earth here. So we're going to open up a canvas to show you, and it's just in commemoration of this time because it was a critical time. Our property was about 4 blocks away from some of the touchdown sites, and it was crazy to see all the stuff that was sitting in our yard.
Yeah, like there was debris of fiberglass and aluminum siding, and it
Yeah,
was really awful.
yeah. So anyway, what we did to commemorate this period, um, we purchased in May of this year a Coodeals set. So this is going to be talking now about diamond painting. And Coodeals we've never dealt with before, but we've seen online some people who've dealt with it and the company. Um, Coodeals looks like a really interesting company. Anyway, the canvases are beautiful. They're very soft felt canvases. Um, the deliveries are free once you get up to a certain limit. So, I mean, it was free for us for the delivery. The canvas was purchased May 29th and delivered June 14th. So we're talking 2 weeks, which is pretty darn good for United Kingdom. Um, so let's open up this one. You can see here it's wrapped. This is how it's wrapped with a pack here that shows what the diamond painting is here, the picture of it. Show you that. So this shows you the diamond painting. So we're gonna have to break this thing here, right here. There's a tape holding this. We'll just cut the tape here. Okay, there you go. And that's the wrapping. Okay. So it's a first for us. The diamond painting, like what I want to do is to kind of explore this diamond painting because, like I said, it's new to us. It's 60 by 90. Okay. The thing about Coodeals is you pick your size within their size constraints. So um, it has all the different sizes you can pick your option from. And there's been different ones that you've probably seen. I think even Diamond Art Club has one. The problem is with that I saw with them is like they were rainbow, and I don't know, rainbow I don't equate with a tornado. So I liked the violence and everything of this one. And so this is the one, and 60 by 90 with 67 drills, quite a few drills. Um, so here, I think you can see the whole thing here. There's the whole diamond painting. Maybe Lorraine will just reverse roll it so it'll sit better. Now these drills, one thing I've noticed right off the bat here, let you put that down. So there's the canvas. You can see the tornado formation and some of the colors. That's one of the things with these tornadoes. By the way, I have this is a picture of the tornado, and from Edmonton. This is what it looked like. Pretty ominous thing. Both of us were working downtown, by the way, so we were shocked. For me, I saw complete darkness around our building. I was on a high rise. Complete darkness, and then huge pelting of hailstones, and then rain like crazy. So those were the things that I noticed in where I was. And Lorraine was downtown as well.
Yes, I was downtown in a high-rise building working there, and uh, very surprised when our supervisor came in and indicated that there was going to be a tornado and that we had to evacuate. And I was quite concerned. And also, my girlfriend, her husband was kind enough to take three of us and drive us each to our homes. But that drive, which normally would take about 20 minutes, actually took us over 3 hours. So it was quite the terrible time.
So this here has all the numbering. As you can see, there's all the numbering. And what we'll do is we'll just do a close up, and Lorraine will just kind of review the colors. But these are all in nice packets, so you don't have to rip them or anything. They're all ready to use, and then you can just pour them into whatever containers you have. But it's kind of nice to have it all ready like this. So we'll come back and talk to you about that part.
So what we're going to do is just review the colors, and then we'll go back to the canvas. So some of these, most of the colors are kind of dark on this canvas. And what we have here, I found an interesting color, is 154. And this is a very dark gray or grape color. And then 158 I thought was a very pretty blue, so I wanted to flag this one. And it's a dark cornflower blue. And then as you can see, we've got like the light grays, and then we've got lighter blues, and then sort of like a steel dark bluish. And as you go along here, we've got, of course, the 310, which is the black. And then we have 311, and this one here is a medium navy blue. And then we go back to the dark grays, lighter grays, and we'll some more blues. So here's like a gray again. So as you can see, the colors are, some of them are very, very dark. There's a few light ones. And as we go further along here, we've got some ABs, and I believe there's 5 ABs here. So I'm just going to go through the package here, or the packages, I should say. So here we have the ABs. That's like a very light orange, very sparkly. And then we have a very light pink AB. This is beautiful. Wow, look at these blue ABs. Hope you can see the colors on there. There seems to be some gold highlights and greens, and very beautiful. Then we have the very light blue teal, I guess you would call it. And again, ABs. And the last AB would be the white. So that's that. So as you can see, there's 67 colors in total on this canvas. So like I showed you, that includes 5 ABs. And then as you can see, the canvas here, which I thought very interesting, like tornadoes are usually grays, white, or black, just depending on the time of day. But in this situation, because it's sunset, tornadoes appear to have more orange, pinks, and yellows in it. So I believe that they were depicting a tornado at sunset. So
anyway, so that's what we put together, just so that you could get an idea. By the way, the stuff that comes inside, I don't know, Lorraine, if you want to just show what
sure,
this stuff is here.
Okay. So of course they've got like the labels that you can pull off and stick onto your bottles. And let's see here. It almost looks like they may have like the count of the number of drills, but I can't read the top, so I can't really tell you. But there's, appears to be like 3 pages.
That's because there's that many colors.
2.5.
67 colors.
So yeah, that's pretty well it. They've got 67 colors, and I guess you'd have 72 bags in total. So,
and then the kit over there.
Yeah, this kit here, it's your basic kit that you have. You have like the white tray, and then you have your little diamond drill pen, and then you have your little squishy, you have your placer, and then you have 4 pieces of wax. So that's basically your kit. And I notice here they have placer in here and here as well.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to go over to the computer and show you what Coodeals' site looks like. So hopefully you've seen quite a bit of this guy, and I'll look forward to building this one. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, just wanted to show you the Coodeals site, and as you can see up here, you put in your funds. We're Canadian, so that's in Canadian funds here. United States, your dollar goes further, so it's all in pounds originally, United Kingdom, and then it's converted here. So, but I mean, this site is amazing. There's just tremendous selection in here. Like, what you can do is you can go into their featured collection, which I've got right here, and then you can go and pick any type of group that you want. Let's just take Christmas, for example. Christmas is coming up faster than we think it is. But if you look at this, I'm just going to scroll for you, but if you look at all these diamond paintings, you'll see there's quite a bit of selection. Look at the puppies there. That's cute. But just look at this, okay? So we're going down, we're scrolling down this page. There are 48 items on this one page, and there are 97 pages. So that just shows you the amount of selection. And like I said, if you click on one of these, you will see that you get multiple options. They also have a 13% off, and then free shipping once you're over a certain amount of purchases. So basically you're going to get free shipping and 13% off. That's for one item, buying one item. But look at all the selection. And you can go, see, this one's got square, round drills, fairy dust, and then all the sizes. You can see this one goes up to 90 by 120, starts by 30 by 40. And a very reasonable price if you go that small. But I mean, Coodeals is worth checking out anyway. That's what I wanted to share with you. So that's it for today, and thank you very much for watching.